views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hello and welcome to the BronxNet studios located here on the beautiful campus of Lehman College. Each week's BronxNet's team of creative students and passionate professionals shine a light on the stories, places, people, and events throughout our community. I'm Tanisha Blanche, and I would like to welcome you to this edition of The Week in Review. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Tanisha Blanche. In celebration of the Bronx YMCA, Bon Appetit honors both food and the work the organization has done in our community. Reporter Lindsay Violet has the story.
The Bronx YMCA celebrated its 10-year anniversary of the Bon Appetit fundraiser. The event featured different cultural restaurants throughout the Bronx coming together to celebrate food and, most importantly, the YMCA.
It's a celebration. It's a celebration of past award winners. It's a celebration of our current membership at the Bronx YMCA. It's a chance to get together, hopefully raise some money for the good of the branch. But it's just a great feeling to be part of such a wonderful organization that can really make a difference in people's lives.
Bon Appetit included many important guests, especially Deputy President Aurelia Green, who believes that having events like Bon Appetit will continue to impact the community.
Our borough is growing. We're blossoming. We are doing so much to enhance ourselves and change our image and build ourselves up and take pride in who we are.
As a part of the 10-year anniversary, Bon Appetit had the chance to honor past and present honorees who have contributed to the YMCA. One of these honorees was the YMCA's first executive director, Ralph Jalouk, who passed away. His family attended and accepted the award for him.
It brings fond memories to be back here, and also to I appreciate that he's being remembered today after all his service here. I know he would appreciate it.
Some of the cultural dishes included at the food and tasting event included Italian, Southern, American, Thai food, and even desserts. This year, co-owner Clement Diaz of Silo's restaurant made it his 5th year of participating in the fundraiser. The co-owner's restaurant specializes in soul food, and he's all about giving back to the youth, especially in the Bronx.
We've been here 14 years, the one that's located on Bruckner Boulevard, and we always participate in community events, and we reach out to the youth. So through our network of doing community service, we were invited to attend.
It's really a nice event. The food, I live in the Bronx, and the food from the community is really awesome.
Through swimming and music and arts and culture and sports and everything else that the Y has to offer, that's why I'm excited, because this is what it's all about in the Bronx.
Events such as Bon Appetit gives the YMCA the opportunity to connect with those in the Bronx area, and it most importantly gives the community the opportunity to grow successfully.
The Bronx YMCA International Tasting Food and Fun event is all about coming together and giving back to the community. For more upcoming events taking place at the YMCA, please visit ymca.org. I'm Lindsay Violet, reporting for BronxNet.
The first annual Sancocho Festival in the Bronx took place this past weekend, celebrating Latin American music while highlighting Bronx talent and community life. Katie Aloy Knight has the story.
Muse Art Music Management brought to the Bronx Sancocho Festival and community events right here on the grounds of Alfred E. Smith High School.
This is the first ever Sancocho Music Festival and back to school community event. So what I have is a combination of salsa, merengue, reggae, reggaeton, R&B, all together just to give back to the community something positive.
The Marine that put this together did it by himself, and that's why I'm proud and honored to be a part of it.
Hosted by Rupert Vanderpool, this event is designed to bring all people of the Bronx together. Many Latino artists came out to contribute to the festivities, including E.C. Salcero.
It's amazing. It's always amazing for me. The Bronx is where I was born and raised, and it's an honor to see all cultures, not only Latinos, just everyone just together and having a good time, enjoying the end of the summer.
It was an enjoyable day filled with music, food, and even a car show. Even though it is time for children and parents to get in the spirit of back to school, this festival brought everyone together for a last fiesta to close out the summer season. For BronxNet, this is Katie Roy Knight.
2014 Olympian Daryl Homer and Ivan Lee visited a Bronx charter school in hopes to bring awareness to the school's fencing program, as well as inspire its students to reach new heights in their success. Reporter Veronica Guti has the story.
USA! USA!
If you think these kids are excited, it's because they are meeting not one but two fencing Olympians. Daryl Homer, a native of the Bronx, won the silver medal in the 2016 Rio Olympics, and he is joined by his mentor Ivan Lee from Brooklyn, who was a part of the Olympic team in the 2004 Games in Athens. The two came out to do a fencing demonstration for the students of the Roslyn Yallow Charter School, which is in its second year. The demonstration will shed light on the school's fencing program.
I mean, fencing for me made me more disciplined. It made me more confident. It taught me a lot of work ethic, and it taught me there are more downs than ups in life. So, I'm really grateful for it. I'm sure the kids are as well.
Ivan Lee sits on the board of the charter school and says that education is key for our children's growth.
Very passionate about education. I feel it's very important that every young person gets a good education. I'm a product of the public school system here in New York City, and anybody with any good ideas on how we can better educate our young people, I'm all for it.
Chess instruction is also a featured program in the students' curriculum and was a part of the day's activities.
We're teaching kids Olympic caliber fencing starting in kindergarten because we expect them to go to the Olympics and go to fencing colleges.
Chess is to the mind what working out is to the body. I mean, it builds a lot of learning skills. It's great for problem solving. I mean, through chess, kids learn to logical sequencing, abstract reasoning, calculation. So it has a lot of correlations, and we find out that kids who play chess actually score better on testing, and that's one of the values.
There's no doubt that these students have a rigorous year ahead of them, but Daryl has a message for them all.
For all the Bronxites, you can do anything you can put your mind to, and a lot of hard work, a little bit of luck, and just making the right decisions, and you'll get where you want to be.
Reporting for BronxNet, I'm Veronica Guiti.
From the north to the south to the west to the east, we are expanding our services and upgrading technology at Lehman College. And now, Bronxites have an innovative media production facility in the East Bronx at Mercy College in the Hutch Metro Center. The windows on the East Bronx studio, a state-of-the-art control room, media labs for production and training, and other media-capable spaces. Training, workforce development, leading-edge technology, and programs that help you share your ideas, your voice, on your channels, locally and globally. Build media and technology skills at BronxNet and build your dreams.
Hello again and welcome back to the Week in Review. If you missed any parts of today's show, please be sure to check out all these stories on BronxNet.tv or on Fios Channel 33 and Cablevision Channel 67. Each One, Teach One held a choreography workshop this past Saturday, where numerous instructors from around the city came to not only teach the participants new moves, but also discuss community issues within the borough.
Between police and community members changed after a number of events reviewed the excessive force authorities use. As part of the Black Lives Matter movement, the Each One Teach One dance series has made it their mission to unify the community through dancing.
We're just here to unify the community and have everyone just come in and use this as an outlet to come together.
It's a great thing knowing that the community can come here at any time just to learn and get away from the negativity that goes on every day.
Coming together to create a bond with strangers is what Christina Cruz had in mind with this dance series. But for Kiana Prince, it was more than that. She says seeing the youth come out to represent something bigger than themselves excites her about the future and where the community is going.
I'm a shy person, a lot of dancers are. So how we express how we feel is we put on these rallies, we put on events like this to express to our bodies like what's going on outside and to send a message out to everybody else.
Instructors came from all over with their moves, ready to teach and bond with the group while doing what they do best, dance. Some even took the time out to stop the class for a discussion about race and going through life without being afraid.
There's more to life than gangbanging or, watching over your shoulder. It's more. It'll get better.
So today I'm bringing a piece that speaks to open-mindedness and acceptance, not being labeled as black, white, Latino, Asian. I'm bringing a piece today where the kids understand that it's okay to just be you and to remove the labels.
Dancing is fun, dancing is therapeutic, and dancing is a way to assure these community members that there's more to life than being afraid. Nancy Asiama, BronxNet.
Giving a voice to the women of today while looking like a woman of yesterday is one music star's mission in life. Harmonist Beats' Hanoi Evangelista travels into the past to discover the future of music.
Building a bridge between the past to the present, our next artist gives a voice to the woman of today while looking like the woman of yesterday. Please allow me to introduce you to Dark Dahlia. Born Christina Maria Sullivan, this vocal powerhouse journeyed to the path, collecting inspiration from the iconic woman in classical pop culture. While on this journey, she found her path to success, and with that, a new persona, the Dark Dahlia.
About a year ago, I started doing pin-up modeling and got really into vintage culture, retro culture, which I've always been really into. Especially like Lucille Ball and then like more modern icons like Dita Von Teese. And then when I started doing music, I just felt like I needed to incorporate that side of myself into it. And it also goes along with my voice. So it was just a fun combination of the two of them.
So why is it that you admire these classical icons?
Well, I feel like that they represent beauty in a form that really isn't celebrated anymore, as far as they were real women. Their bodies were not stick thin, as I'm not either. They knew how to dress appropriately for every occasion, but especially glamorous occasions.
From New Jersey to the Big Apple, Dahlia was driven to follow her dreams in music. But on the path to the stage, she found her way to the silver screen.
I went to a conservatory. But there, it was a completely different experience than what I expected. So I thought it was going to be more vocal performance, but it was all theater. And then I got interested in film, so I started doing extra work just because I was like, why not start somewhere? And I actually started doing well in it. And I quit my job. I was working retail, and I quit my job. And then I started doing film, so I've been doing that. So I started to see this trend that everything that I was getting cast in was period. So I was getting cast in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. So I'm like, well, this is interesting. Why is it that this is where I'm working?
While on a film set, Dahlia discovered her voice and made her way back to her first love, music.
So I just reached out to someone that I met on set once who was a sound engineer. And I said, do you mind if I do a cover video with you? Very casual. And then he said yes. So I did this cover video with him. And then it just sort of snowballed. He just said, well, why don't you just write an original? I'm like, no, I can't. This whole thing, I went through. Then finally he just gave me a blank track and said, write to this. And he's like, well, I think you can write. And I'm like, oh, I guess I can. And it was that simple. It was like overnight. I was just like, oh yeah, I guess I can. About to get my transformation on, knowing that I need these drinks, this company to carry on. Lighting up a bogue, I feel the smoke begin to heal my cells. Suddenly I trust myself, feel the one that lost myself. Johnny, standing by me, all my worries leave my body. Taste the moment, tasting freedom, no more boundaries, I'm euphoric.
As we came to the end, I couldn't resist getting some personal classical style tips from the Dark Dahlia herself.
Let's talk about your shoes.
Okay, yeah.
I love them.
Thank you. They're from Spain. My mom is from Spain. So I'm half Spanish from Galicia. And when I was there maybe 3 years ago, and I saw these in a little village actually, like because they actually still have villages there. And I saw them when we left, and then 2 days later, I came back looking for them, and they were like in the back room.
So you told me about the bracelets, that you've been wearing them since you were a child.
Yeah, so when I was a kid, like 11 or 12 years old, I used to get in trouble for wearing these all the time. If you ask any of my friends, I'm like the lady in black, like, you know, I'm just, I don't know, out of the Matrix or something. Yeah, I just always wear a lot of black, so they coordinate basically with everything I wear.
Much like the artist she has looked up to as a child, Dark Dahlia has become a true classic talent. This is a nueva lista for
Harmonious Beats. No fears to face, no wicked face. We are immortal, facing our pieces. Hey, hey, chasing down on the way.
The South Bronx obtained its newest educational addition with the ribbon cutting of the Metropolitan College of New York. BronxNet's cameras went on campus to capture the moment.
The South Bronx is getting a facelift, and one of the new developments to arise is the opening of the Metropolitan College of New York campus at the Triangle Plaza Hub, located in the section of 3rd Avenue and 149th Street. The ribbon cutting ceremony brought together all those who made it happen.
We want to be and will make an anchor of the community in the hub area of the Bronx.
We really want to encourage Bronxites who are looking for an affordable way to continue to educate themselves, to broaden their horizons, to take a strong look at Metropolitan. This facility right here can hold up to 500 students. So we're hoping that we get to that goal as quickly and expeditiously as possible.
Wendy Cohen, daughter of the founder of MCNY, Audrey Cohen, says that her mother would have been pleased with their new location in the Bronx and that she plans to continue on with her mission.
It's amazing. I'm so proud of my mother and to have this amazing legacy to be a part of. She had a real vision for education and to help people who didn't have the same opportunities and equality for education for everyone. And not just any education, but purpose-centered education where you can really apply what you learn to real-world situations. So everybody does that. Every semester people do projects in the community to help others.
Adjunct Professor Benjamin Hunt expressed how the staff shares the same goals as the leaders of MCNY to provide the best training for their students.
Once they leave MCNY, I hope that they will take the principles, some of the theories that they've learned, and be able to actually use those theories on a day-to-day basis and to help improve their lives as well as the lives of the people that they're serving.
Students got a chance to take advantage of this new location as classes began today. The goal is to enroll 300 students within the next 2 years and continue on the message of higher education here in the Bronx. For BronxNet, I'm Veronica Guiti.
Sticking with the theme of educational additions, Lehman College welcomed their newly appointed president of the college, Jose Cruz. Veronica Guiti has the story.
Faculty and alumni gathered at Lehman College to welcome their new president, Jose Luis Cruz. Mr. Cruz is the third president of the college in its 49-year history and takes over the seat of Ricardo Fernandez, who served as president to Lehman for 26 years. Cruz says that he looks to Fernandez's leadership and hopes to continue the vision of providing a great education to Lehman students.
So my goals are very simple. My goals are basically to come and talk to the campus community, to the friends of Lehman College, and to try to articulate a vision for the future. We're nearing our 50th anniversary. We need to start thinking about what we want the next 50 years to look like. And in general terms, it's about how do we increase impact, how do we expand reach, and how do we do so by maintaining the high standards of excellence that have characterized this great college for so many years.
Well, I've had the pleasure to work with all of the presidents of Lehman College from the very first. And, Dr. Cruz looks enormously talented and ready for this job. I'm very, very happy. He's a scientist, real academic, follows in great footsteps. And I think he's got a good vision for this college.
I think that he has very innovative ideas and that he is, from what I've seen so far, he's hit the ground running. He seems to be a go-getter and very relatable to people. I think alumni will enjoy meeting him and relating to him.
In addition to the celebratory occasion, the pride of being a CUNY alum was in the air. Borough President Ruben Diaz talks about being a Lehman graduate.
I remember being a young husband, a young father, a young assembly member, and getting the best education at an affordable price right here in Lehman. And I'm not, that story is not exclusive to just me. So many Bronxites and so many New Yorkers have the same story.
CUNY provides access to so many New Yorkers, 274,000 students seeking degrees at CUNY. So many of these students are immigrants, they're first-generation college goers, they're low-income college goers who might not have a chance to go to school otherwise, but they're still incredibly talented, they have great drive and ambition. It's a huge success story. If we didn't have a CUNY, we'd want to create one right away.
If you are Bronxite and you come to Lehman College, you're not only going to be well-educated, but you're also going to be contributing to the future of this great community.
Reporting for BronxNet, I'm Veronica Guiti.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. If you missed any of today's stories, we encourage you to tune in to Open on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m., as well as visit us on the web at bronxnet.tv. This is Tanisha Blanche reminding you to stay connected through our channels here on BronxNet. See you later.
Telling love stories, breaking from the first kiss to the last goodbye, this multi-talented artist has created a sound that travels across the United States. Please allow me to introduce you to Reagan.
City, it sparkles tonight. I can't deny it. Yeah, you're right, the view is perfect up here. And are you sure? Yeah.
Taking memories and experiences from his own life allows Reagan to create a love story through his music.
I do synth pop with Heart, my own little brand of pop music, and I write and I sing and I produce it, mostly from my little apartment in Brooklyn, and then I bring it here to Ground Control Studio, which is in Williamsburg, where I record the vocals and work with an engineer here named Murray Trider, and we meticulously work on it and try to have it as best as we can to share to everyone.
Picturing that key moment in a relationship that each person can relate to, for Reagan, it's all about having his fans connect to that single lyric that places them in their own imagination.
I try to highlight like really special, beautiful moments. A lot of my songs have like a really cinematic backstory that maybe doesn't come through in the song, but to me, I'm trying to get the feeling of like these beautiful love stories, but the special moments within that come to life. Like, you know, like if you see like a play, like you have like the one song where the lovers like meet and it's like amazing and beautiful. That's like most of my songs. I'll have a whole story that's all to get to that like one little moment.
Here together with the one suitcase and nothing but each other. It was 2 states and $2, sipping, shooting whiskey. Won't get me, come and kiss me.
When listening to his music, we ask ourselves, where does it come from? These lyrics about true love and the beat that makes our heart race.
And another message for me is I just hope like by me doing me, I'll encourage people to just like do you, like whatever it is you do, like you're being an amazing newscaster. And so I would just hope that like, by you're welcome, by me like doing what I'm supposed to be doing, that other people would just be inspired. Like, yeah, like if he can do that, like why couldn't I do whatever it is? Maybe it's music, maybe it's something else.
And did I say that so much has changed?
So you've been your own producer since you started in the music industry? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so I actually had a friend of mine who took me under their wing and helped me produce some songs that I haven't released. And just like watching them do it, I was like, wait, like maybe I should try this. And so I've been trying that. And I just love it. I love to be able to take something from my imagination and then put it into a sound. Like, you know, I don't know if you've ever written a song or thought of, you know, something that you in your head and you think, how could I like put that like into a piece and share it? And when you're producing and writing, you can like really create like the whole piece and make it something.
You know a way where you're
When I'm at my live shows, it's been amazing because people will kind of attach to a song immediately and start singing along. Like I have a new, one of my singles that will be coming off of my next EP is called Seize the Night, and like I remember playing it out for the first time and like seeing people who I know have never heard it because no one's ever heard it in the crowd being like, seize the night. You're like, yes. Like it was just amazing to feel like people are, you know, just grabbing onto the song like even before they've ever heard it before. So that happens a lot because I'm a new artist. People are just getting to know me. But yeah, people have been really open to my work and I've just been so grateful for those moments.
I was meant to bleed and I'll never live without a dare to dream when he's standing right here in front of me, and I won't forget, I'll never forget you. I want you to touch me before the sun comes up. Oh no, no, this is a youth. My body is trembling as my heart opens up with every moment, and I don't wanna wake up 10, 20 years later, wondering what we could have been, wishing on a life I could have lived.
Before leaving, I asked Reagan for a few tips on being a performer.
Very lush.
I love the
and
piano. Let's
beautiful.
sing.
Okay, so I already saw that someone taught you, I think it was Petra, taught you how to
did.
play. So you should just go ahead and do it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so you're gonna hit this one with that has this like weird looking thing. This
Okay.
one and that one. So okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
you're a pro. Keep doing it in a row. Okay. Then while you're doing that, step on that and hold down. Okay, ready?
Okay, now this is more professional, okay?
Now here we go. Now keep holding it down.
Oh, God. Oh my gosh, that's amazing!
And then start hitting that way.
These two?
Well, it was great. Okay.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, okay, keep trying. You were so close. You gotta relax that upper lip. No, you gotta keep trying. You can do this.
Okay, let's see.
You gotta, okay, just like go like that. You gotta relax your face.
Ah!
Let's go over the top.
Ah!
Yeah, okay. Now go like super high.
With emotional lyrics, Reagan has proven to be one of the most brightest stars in the music industry. This is Ana Evangelista for Harmony Beats.